Welcome back, everybody. All right, so instead of making answer an integer variable, we're going to make it a double. So what a double is it's either a positive, negative number, but with decimals. You will use decimals quite a bit, and especially if you're using stuff that works with time. For example, time in computers are usually calculated in milliseconds or something like that. It's not calculated in necessarily in the time that we normally think of time. It can be calculated in other forms. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put double, and we're going to type in answer. Okay, so if you watch this when we run it here, you can see that answer is equal to a plus b. Okay. Now, what we can also do here is we can add in, 0.5. And by the way, when you're coding, it's best that you, instead of going 0.5 like this, you go to 0.5 because it's just a little bit easier to work with here. So if you go ahead and run this, we can see that we can now make that equal to 7.5. Now, I should probably point out something at this point in time, that certain compilers will not let you merge int and double together. I mean, it happens. It can happen where people they mash it together and it works. But sometimes you can't do that. Okay, especially if there's a decimal, it might throw up an exception, meaning that it say it won't work. Okay, so in this case, it works. It's nice and fun, and we can even what we can even end up doing is you can do addition. By the way, you can also do multiplication, right? Or division, or whatever you want. All right, so you can do multiplication. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of division. All right, there we go. It's kind of neat, etc. So you can do whatever you want here. And yeah, so a double variable is something that you can have decimals in. All right, so why would you use ints instead of doubles? Well, most of the time you're using counting numbers anyway, and you don't need the decimal. I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.